My name is Ifeyinwa Ighodalo. I am co-founder and partner, now managing director of Design Options Limited. We're an interior design and furniture manufacturing company, and the company will be 23 years next month, 23 years old. My partner is a woman, so it's a female-dominated business.
Yeah. Tell us a bit more in terms of the background. I mean,
business.
You co-founded the business. What was the motive?
Of starting the business.
And why this particular type of business? Yeah.
Well, I've always had an interest in interiors. I studied accountancy as a first degree. My father wanted me to go into banking, and I thought maybe, but I found the work of accountants very boring. So as a young girl, after I got my degree, while I was in university, I remember, I was always interested in interiors. I would play around with the decor in my room, and people would come and look at it and say, oh, this is interesting. Around the same time, my parents had a furniture selling business actually, more than an interior business. So as soon as I graduated, I decided to just go right across into interiors. No formal training. I left my hometown, basically, the province where we lived, and I moved over to the capital city, joined a furniture company. I met my partner there 26 years ago. And after about a year, we left the company and we decided to start our own business, mainly because we were interested in interior design. We had a vision for what interior design should be in Nigeria. At the time, what we had was mostly furniture sellers. For any interior design work, we would get people from abroad to come in and design the interiors. We were interested in design, and the kind of design we wanted was the type that was done everywhere else in the world. So the reason we went into manufacturing was because at the time we started, furniture was banned. The importation of furniture into Nigeria was banned. The locally produced furniture was nothing like what we thought it should be. So two young ladies, we decided to set up our own business to manufacture world standard furniture. To support our interiors.
Yeah. Traditionally, to start a business or to be in business as a woman, it's difficult. I mean, how did you sail through some of the challenges in early days?
Well, actually, I wouldn't say it's that difficult for women. If you're young, you're motivated, you have a vision, and you're strong, and you're prepared to work hard, it's actually not that difficult. The challenges I find come if you're married, when you're a little older, if you're married, you have children, you have a husband to look after. Those are some of the challenges we found. But as a woman, every time I'm asked this question a lot, and I can't really say I had any challenges as such. We were both not married when we started. We got married shortly after. We got married to our boyfriends who we were dating when we started the business. So they were aware of our business, and they have been extremely supportive of the business. So really, as a woman, I can't say I've had any challenges. Yeah. I think it's an asset, actually.
Now, share with us some highlights. I mean, over the years, I mean, it has been a journey.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah.
Now, in the past, when I was asked, what was your greatest challenge? I used to say financing, finding the appropriate financing to grow the business. Yes, that has been a challenge, but right now, and in most companies in Nigeria, we find that our greatest challenge is that of human resources. Like we said at the first briefing we had downstairs, education. The educational values in Nigeria, it's dropped quite a bit. The schools I went to, I was educated in Nigeria right through. I traveled around, my family traveled around a lot. I spent 4 years in the States when I was 11, between the ages of 11 and 14. I spent a year in Ghana in school. But I find that the greatest part of my education was in Nigeria. And I mean, this is me. But our schools are not what they used to be. The general orientation of the people is not what it used to be. So the value of staff that we are finding now, it's just not helping us in the business. the focus is different, the attitude to work, the work ethics. That's the main problem I'm finding with the business now. Trying to find the right people to help me move the company where we should really be. That's our greatest challenge.
Yeah.
Highlights, I would say the greatest part of our business for me is our product. People see our furniture and they come into the stores and they constantly ask, is this made in Nigeria? Is this made in Nigeria? For me, that's really the highlight and the joy I get out of the business. Also, our interiors. Our interiors are really world class.
I mean, having been in business for such a long time, certainly there are a couple of notes that you can share with probably new or young business entrepreneurs. What are some of the probably top 5, if maybe a couple that you can share with us?
Up to 5.
Yeah.
But for me, one thing I say to everyone is to follow your dream. I didn't know I wanted to go into interiors. I eventually realized that I followed my dream from a very young age. I've always been, my father always used to tease me that I should have been a man. I shouldn't have been a woman. I've always, if I feel this is what I have to do, I just get up and do it. I will talk, I will consult, I will ask for advice, but I usually just get up and do it. So like Nike says, just do it. That's one of the first. A second would be, for me now on this side of the business, I think I jumped a little too soon. For other people going into a business, I always advise to work in an organized and structured environment for at least 5 years, at least. If you can do 5 to 10 years, it's better. You learn about structure, you learn about team building, you learn about all sorts of things before you start your own business. The third thing is related to following your dream. It's your passion. If you find something you're passionate about, you can actually earn money while doing it. That way it doesn't feel like work. You enjoy what you're doing. You need to invest in the people. You have a business, we all invest in machinery, we invest in real estate. You need to invest in the people, because at the end of the day, like I've just said, the people are the business. So you must find good people, invest in them, partner with them, and that will help to grow your business.
Now let's talk to the young women out there who probably might not be fortunate or self-driven and self-geared like you might have been at this stage. But what can you give them as a word of advice, especially those who one day think they might start their businesses or probably get involved in entrepreneurship aspect of life?
Okay. Now, the issue of being driven, I guess you're either driven or you're not. Like they say, you can't have too many chiefs and no Indians. So some will be chiefs and some will be Indians. But like they say, whatever you do, you have to do it to the best of your ability. If you're a janitor, you'll be the best janitor in the world. If you're the president of Nigeria, you'll be the best ever president of Nigeria. So I would say, as much as possible, to be the best at what you do. Try and find that thing, like I said, that you're very passionate about. Do not be afraid. That's another thing. It's only now with age you become a bit cautious. But as a young girl, I was afraid of no one and nothing. And that helps. Just have the courage of your convictions, the courage of your dreams, and just go for it. And when we come to conferences and we join other women in organizations like this, you see what other women are doing all over the world. The sky is the limit.
In closing, what does to be an iwec awardee mean to you?
Wow, it's awesome, I must say. I am in the company of so many amazing women, hardworking. They've accomplished so much in so many different fields. There's the lady from Nigeria, the 2009 awardee from Nigeria. She's in fishing and trawling, which is a totally male business. Not male-dominated, as you say, male. And that for me is awesome. And I only met her here. I didn't even meet her in Nigeria. We live in the same city. So to be amongst this group, to be chosen to be amongst this group of revered and words fail me, of women, it's probably one of the greatest honors of my life till date. And I'm really, really grateful to be here.
And I'm sure also you're looking forward to the next couple of days to spend with the ladies.
Yes, with the ladies. And the next couple of years,
Yeah.
I've said that I will do my best to attend future conferences and to give as much support as I can to the organization, because I think what they're doing is phenomenal. And I think it will help us to change a lot globally for the women, and like we said, what if the women, what was the lady said earlier, she who rocks the cradle rocks the world, rules the world. So I think IWEC is doing something extremely commendable.
Okay.